Hello and welcome to Eyewitness Report, the inspiring story of shoemakers in Plateau State and the ongoing demolition of structures allegedly built illegally within Kogi State's Greenbelt area are on our front burner today on the program as we delve into another edition of Eyewitness accounts of real stories around us. I am Yomi Otaigwe and I'm glad you could join us today. The Kpata market in Lokoja, Kogi State was the center of a recent enforcement operation aimed at demolishing illegal structures built in areas designated for beautification. Our Eyewitness Report team followed the action closely, documenting the tense standoff between the enforcement officers and some of the traders affected by the exercise.
A bulldozer rumbles into Kpata market, situated along the Confluence River bank, leveling structures allegedly built illegally. Government officials oversee the removal of these structures within the Greenbelt zone in Lokoja, enforcing a critical step in urban renewal and environmental protection. The demolition targets shops built on flood-prone land, those located directly beneath high-tension power lines, and buildings dangerously close to roadways, removing hazards and reclaiming space for future development. As the demolition progresses, some traders resist the enforcement, voicing concerns over the sudden disruption to their livelihoods.
First and foremost, what is happening here is uncalled for. There is an enforcement, like they said. There is no resistance. Why are they shooting us tear gas? Why are they shooting us gun? What is happening? Are we animal? Nobody enforces. Nobody is against. Nobody comes contrary to them. Why are they forcing us? Do they want to kill us? Whoever is here today must be wounded. And when we did not resist, they are throwing us tear gas. Look at my eye. Look at the other people's. Do we have resistance? And thank you very much. And how will say so? You are asking about the yes, of course. last 1 week or so, we saw that it's in written notice on the houses. I do want to know, some of us have been here since 1991 for several governments before this government. This place. And what I'm telling you, go everywhere globally where there is a seaport like this. There must be a temporary market that hosts the host those who are coming. And it's a main market. It's always like that naturally. And if it is so, they want us to move. What we are expecting, look for those people, invite them. This is that they will not spoke. What? Why? Now, some of us are retired. Like me, I have retired over 10 years ago. All my retirement, I committed it to this Kpata. Today, they are destroying it. Where do they want me to go? Where do they want my children to go? Where do they want those who are feeding under me to go? Several women are here. More than thousands of women. They are falling down. Some of them are with asthma. They are. We are not against the government. Government can come and enforce whatever they think it is right on a different time, on different government, on different generation. But what we are expecting, give us an invitation individually, collectively. We meet. If we fail to do that, you somebody just come and write on. How many of us will write? How many of us know what they write on the house? You are not doing this to us. Today you come, you are destroying at our pains, our property. What millions have been destroyed? Now they are shooting us gear gun. What have we done? Are we not going to survive together? Is the government not belong to us? Is it not the government of people? Don't we vote for this government? Even when we voted for them, we don't need their failure. But there's certain thing obligatory on the government to do with us as a voters, as an electorate. Invite us. Look, you people can no longer hear. Like they are saying, it's a green belt. But green belt, where there is seaport, there must be temperate. Take your research. Go to Onitsha, go to Warri, go to Ibi, go to Makodi, go to near everywhere in the capital, either a local government. Where there is a seaport, there will always be a temporary market. If whether go any government like, I'm telling you, not just in Nigeria, globally, where there is a seaport, that the ship will be navigate to anchor, there must be that temporary seaport that women buy and sell will be taking place. Then invite us. Let's speak our mind. Okay, where are you taking us to? What do you want to say? Are we not going to leave? Today, all of us coming out to see what we are taking home for our children to feed. We are no longer getting it. Now that we meet our property being destroyed, our eyes are red, tear gas, here and there. What have we done? Even when we are not insisting, they want to provoke us at all costs. That somebody say that they will now say some bad elements are there. That's why we kill them.
They don't go police station. Now yeah, one check we don't everybody knows the crime. They try to survive our own for here. The first government won't come up put our mouth. They don't feed. By the grace of God, what we go chop now God hand the day. In a day for woman being hand. Now woman being them be. Now God now put them for where they say so. Now God is the way they do so you know good. What we go chop now God hand the day. Where we are clearing now, it is the green belt of the state that gives beauties to the state, and the government, the Kogi government, has invested very huge amount of money in doing the embankment and the greening of the area. But to the surprise of the government, the people illegally, they've taken advantage and they move into it and occupy it illegally. There was interlogging here. We even landscaped this place. It was landscaped. And suddenly they bastardized the place. They removed the grasses planted here. It is not a market. It is a green area for the state. We are taking control of the setback. We are not just chasing them away and leave it just like that. We are taking control of our setback, the green area. We will come back here by the special grace of God, with the intervention of the state government, to plant the necessary grasses here to landscape and see the beauty of the state.
This place, they have decided to use it for their own purpose, not for government purpose, not for what government is aiming it for. But now with this, government is now coming on board to make sure that this very place is judiciously used the way it has to be. So that when you are coming from Abuja, because this is a transit city, many states are passing through this very place. So that is more reason why the place needed to be well addressed and more clean. If you look at the back, they are already building. They're already constructing an illegal toilet there, and it's very much contaminating the water. This is the water that we are using, and from that very toilet, already a lot of diseases can just emanating. And with this now, before you know what is happening, I'm assuring you that by the time you even come back again, you will see what government is doing here. That they know what they are doing by saying that they are landscaping this very place. They have been given notice. They were notified. We give them abatement notice. By the time when we were walking, I don't know, maybe you noticed the TPD sign already given to them that they should remove themselves. So it's not maybe they have not been notified. They have been notified. None of them cannot say they are not notified. They are notified. So there's no, even though they go to court, it's not issue of maybe it is government. It's not issue of government. The right thing is being done. We don't just come here all of a sudden to push them. No, they have been notified. They have been informed. This place is illegal. You cannot stand here because this is the same government land. This is the same government that constructed this very place. It is not marine people. It's the same government that did, and they are still on it. They still want to work here. They want to beautify this very environment from here, from this very Kpata junction here to Sadana junction there. They want to do it. And they want to even continue, not even that area alone. But for now, that's what, by the time you come back again, you will see what government is going to do here.
Set this back. Yes? Sorry.
As far as we are concerned, the demolition is okay by we. So far so good, it's okay by we. But if you look at it in another side, the demolition, it wants to affect our market. And if in a situation whereby demolition will take place, affect the the market square, it is not a good thing.
But the government said they didn't give you people officially here.
Yes.
It's illegal. You people came here.
It's illegal. It's what everybody knows. It is illegal. But if you look at it in another way, there is where government will now come in. Since it is an illegal, and if you look at the distance from Lokoja here to Zangodi, most of us cannot be able to go there. We are appealing to the state government, Excellency Alhaji Usman Ododo, should please come to our head, leave this market for us for now. Since we know it is an illegal, he should leave this market for us. We should make use of this market. Most of us cannot be able to go to what is called Zongo there. Most of us are benefiting from this market. If you look at me now, I'm a family man. I don't even go to school. I am a family man. I used to feed my family from this place.
The Kogi Green Belt is a conservation project designed to preserve and expand green spaces across Lokoja. The State Commissioner for Environment and Ecological Management, Joseph Oluwasegun, sheds light on the beautification project and the rationale behind these enforcement actions.
The areas of our concentration when it comes to beautification of the state is our green belt. And that area where you carry out this operation happened to be one of our green belt. And we have told them that the design of that green belt has already been concluded because the executive governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo, has engaged the service of a consultant to come out with a comprehensive bankable designs to beautify Kogi State. And as a Kogad, we should not be an agent of destruction. We should not be an agent of retardation to development stride that His Excellency embark upon. And since November, we have been giving them notice. And if you are comfortable with that area, a lot of miscreants, they always go to that place and defecate around all that area, which is not too good for the livelihood of the people, which is not good for the health of the people. And as such, we need to take action to discourage all of this. And as a ministry, if we didn't take action, we are working under the leadership of a governor that does not tolerate nonsense. If you are not active as a commissioner, he will show you the way out, because he's a man that believes in development, he's a man that believes in progress, he's a man that believes in activeness. So as such, as a commissioner, you must follow suit. So we have been serving them business notice. The last one we served them in November, after they did not comply with our instruction, we complained to His Excellency. He said, give them little time again. Then we served them in December again. We reported to him. He said, these are the people that voted for me. I am not withholding them. I am not fighting them. I appreciate them. I want them to live a good life. So, and as such, he said, we should continue to persuade them to leave the place. We served them abandonment notice in December, in January, in February, in March, in April. And you can see which month are we now. And yet they have not complied. Being who women being used to be. Some people, sometimes they are very difficult to control. But because of the Excellency leniency, and because he believed that those people voted for him, and as such, he must not be harsh on them. That was why we delayed from November to this very moment. But we are beginning to see that design has already been completed. His Excellency have released the money for the beautification of our local metropolis. Are we going to stand against that idea? Are we going to stand against that decision? The answer to every one of us is no, not as such.
Although many traders have been impacted by the beautification project, the Kogi State government says it remains committed to transforming these areas into vibrant, safe and green spaces for the benefit of all.
Welcome back. In an era where there's a constant push for young people to develop skills for self-sufficiency, a group of enterprising youths in Plateau State is already making waves in this regard. They're using the art of shoemaking to create wealth for themselves and provide jobs for others.
An aerial view of Jos reveals a bustling metropolis. But behind the rhythm of this city lies a quiet reality, the struggle of youth unemployment. With millions of young Nigerians out of work, survival is pushing many to look beyond paper qualifications and embrace practical innovation.
Sorry, sir.
One of them is Daniel Dung, a university graduate who braved the odds to master the art of shoemaking in leather works. What once began as a side hustle has today grown into a thriving full-time business.
Tease each other.
Yeah, build.
His daily routine includes designing, leather selection, cutting, skiving, splitting, and quality finishing, a process that blends tradition with creativity. Over the years, Daniel has trained more than 100 young people, giving them the tools to become self-reliant and even job creators in their own right.
I love shoemaking, and it's a good job, it's a good skill job, and I like to, if I finish, to set up on my own so that some other will benefit on me. Someone who was under me.
Look at the spacing. And B, your bank points. So automatically gets your bank points all down. So if you want to go more further,
Across roadside stalls and small workshops, young artisans in Jos are redefining the shoemaking trade. No longer limited to mending old footwear, the craft is now gaining prestige, with technology helping to boost branding and marketing.
For me, particular, I think that is very nice and affordable, very strong, and the material is well organized, and the finishing is top notch, and is durable, and the price is pocket friendly.
Still, the journey is not without obstacles. Rising costs of raw materials and limited access to credit remain major hurdles for these entrepreneurs.
Some of the challenges are very obvious. One, access to credit facility. Two, access to technical assistance. For instance, an entrepreneur in Nigeria doesn't know he doesn't know some of the things that he needs to put in place to be able to have a standard business. You know, we say we want our businesses to be globally competitive, but what are the measures you need to put in place in terms of registering with regulatory bodies, in terms of the standardization of your product, and so on and so forth. You know, then access to credit facilities, in as much as, yes, there are quite a number of agencies that are created to provide some of these facilities. Having access to the facilities has proven to be a major challenge, and it is a recurring problem here. And then access to materials and equipment too, you know, it has been a major challenge. There are a lot of things we need for the job that is very difficult to get within our immediate environment, and importing them from abroad is very, very expensive and challenging. I got into shoemaking full-time after I graduated. That was 2012. And the passion for me was largely because I'd always wanted to become an entrepreneur, wanted to be able to empower others, not just myself. Of course, it's a means to empowering myself, but to also empower others through the process. And I considered that since shoemaking is something that I have a flair for, it's wise for me to develop it and use that platform to do it.
There are calls for stronger government support through partnerships, training, and funding opportunities for youth-led businesses.
Large chunk of the young people today who are unable to join the formal economy, get jobs with the government or things like this, have moved into this very particular leather works. It's massive. And I can tell you a lot of centers around that I know that most of these shoes are produced. I actually wear shoes also from this leather works. I don't patronize most of the foreign shoes anymore, because some of the best shoes that you can get, we have them around here in Plateau State.
As shoemakers in Jos turn leather into livelihood, they embody a larger story, that the future of work in Nigeria may well rest in the hands of those bold enough to turn skills into opportunity.
On this program, we put the spotlight on you, the eyewitness. We want to hear what's happening in your area. Share your stories. Send in pictures and videos of what's happening in your neighborhood, and then upload your media to the Eyewitness platform on the Channels TV app, available on Google Play and other online stores. Follow the instructions provided to ensure we can follow up on your stories. We look forward to seeing more of what's unfolding in your community. That's all for this week's episode on Eyewitness Report. Thank you so much for staying with us, as we'll see you again same time next week. I am Yomi Otaigi.